All right, so again, we want to simplify, and so we want to write the expression in the simplest form with the fewest terms and symbols. So kind of like what I was talking about before, instead of saying plus a negative whatever, we just say minus instead, okay? So this means we're going to add like terms together and then reduce the number of terms. So what we have to do is look at each expression that they give us and find like terms. And I underline like terms with the same number of lines, or I highlight them in the same color, and that way I know I'm working with like terms. So here I have an A, there's a B, here's another A, and here's a B. So that means I could come back and say, well, the B's have 2 underlines, the A's have 1, and so now I add the coefficients of the A's. A -3, -7. Well, -3 -7 is -10A. Then the B's, we have 4 -9, so that's going to give me a -5B. And that would be the simplest form possible. I've added like terms together, and I have the least number of symbols as possible. I could have wrote that as plus a -5B, but then that wouldn't be the fewest symbols possible. All right, now what do we do? Well, here we have a -9A, -4, -4A, -8. Well, first we have to get rid of this set of parentheses. So we're going to have to distribute that negative here, okay? So that gives us -9A -4 minus a 1 times a 4A is going to give us a -4A. A -1 times a -8 is going to give us +8. All right, so now I can see I've got an A and an A and a number and a number. So I'm going to have a -9 -4, so it's going to give me a -13A. Then I have a -4 plus 8. 8 minus 4 is 4, so it gives me +4. And then that would be my simplified version of this problem, or this expression. All right, so this one, again, we have parentheses, so we have to do like we did here. We're going to have to first distribute, and we'll have to distribute 2 times because we have to get rid of this set of parentheses, and then we have to get rid of this set of parentheses. And so first, 8 times 10, well, that's going to give us 80, and then it's a y squared. Then 8 times 3, well, that's 24, and it's a positive, and that's an x cubed. Here we have a negative times a negative, so that's a positive. 5 times 7 is 35, and that's a y squared. And we have a negative times a negative, and so it's a positive again, and 5 times 7 again is 35, but this time it's x cubed. So now I notice I have a y squared, x cubed, x cubed. So now I need to add the y squareds. Well, again, if we need to, we can take 80 plus 35, and we can just put it on top of each other and add. 0 and 5 is 5, 8 and 3 is 11. So that means I have 115 y squared. Now here I have 24 plus 35, 5 and 4, 9, 3 and 2, 5. So that's plus 59x cubed, okay? And that would be my final answer. I have it in the most simple form. I've gotten rid of the terms. I've combined all the like terms, and that's as far as I have to go. All right, what about these? Well, these again have parentheses that we have to get rid of first before we can add like terms. So I'm going to distribute here and here, and I'll distribute here and here. So -2 times 3 is going to be a -6. Then we still have times a. -2 times -4 is going to be +8. -2 times 5 is going to be -10. -2 times -a is going to be +2a. Okay, now looking for like terms, I've got an A and an A and a number and a number. Well, -6 plus 2 is going to give me a -4a. 8 minus 10 minus 2. And that would be my answer. All right, well, we've got 2 sets of parentheses again. Well, this one just has 1 times that. So you know what? We don't even have to do anything. We can just drop that first one because 1 times anything is just 1. the whatever it is. And so here we have a squared minus 2ab. But here we actually have to do a multiplication. Minus 2 times 3 is going to give us a minus 6, then times ab. Here we have a minus 2 times a squared, so that's a minus 2a squared. So now looking at this, we have two sets of like terms, it looks like. We have an a squared and a squared, ab, ab. Well, a squared minus 2a squared, so 1 minus 2 is a minus 1a squared. And we'll fix that here in a little bit. And then minus 2 minus 6, well, that's a minus 8ab. Now, is this the least number of terms and symbols? No, because we know a negative 1 can be represented as just a negative a squared minus 8ab, and that would be the most simple form of this expression simplified. Okay. All right, so now we're on to applications, everybody's favorite. All right, so a regular hexagon has 6 equal sides. All right, so let's draw a picture as we draw this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, it's equal sides, so assume that those are all the same. And it says the length is x. So that's x, that's x, that's x, that's x, that's x, that's x. So we're just kind of drawing as we go. Now it says, find the perimeter in terms of x and simplify. Well, okay, well, perimeter, we're just going to go around the circle and add up. So let's start here. That's x. Then we have plus x, plus x, plus x, plus x, plus x. And we're back to the start. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 terms that are the common. They all have x in them. Now they're all 1x, so we have 1x plus 1x plus 1x plus 1x plus 1x plus 1x. Well, what's 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1? Well, that's 6x. And so that is going to be the perimeter for this hexagon. Okay. And so all we had to do is add up those sides. And when you add x plus x plus x plus x plus x plus x, we get 6x. All right, I'll pause there and I'll be back in a second.